Good morning, Internet. This is Steve at 1000 Year Home. I'm going to take a walk in the rain. So let me go get my umbrella. So I got an umbrella. I'm going to give an update on the Conex, the building. It's going slow. It's going slow. But like this weekend, I had to do laundry. So, and when you, like a college student, I pile up my laundry and I go see my daughter. I do my laundry there. And I'm like, hey, Mom, I'm home. It takes hours to do a big pile of laundry. These are the small inconveniences that, you can't really, you don't mentally calculate when you're planning to do a build and live there at the same time, because you're used to just throwing a load of laundry in when you want. So anyway, while I did the load of laundry, I also ran a fence around her yard for her, her dog and my grandson. So I'm going to put on some boots before I walk around out in the rain and get my apologies for that. Get my umbrella here. So what a terrible video. I'm a terrible video guy. I am so sorry for that. All the weird chin, triple chin. Anyway, it is beautiful rain. No, I'm not shooting up a surrender flag. This is not a surrender video or any such thing. It is just dealing with the realities of everything's a little more difficult when you live where you work. Building a house, right? Oh my gosh, I can't open that and talk to you at the same time. These doors are heavy. All right, and it is raining. I don't want my cell phone to get wetter. So let me, real quick, in addition to that, rotate. You'll notice my little camper here. Oh, I got to get my boots put up before they get wet. Everything's a struggle. At about 40 minutes before I have to be back on a call, I decided to weatherize this bad boy. So, not that it leaked a lot, but occasionally I get some drops coming through the air conditioner unit. I know I'm not going to. Believe it or not, I put this up in the middle of the dark because of time saving. So I haven't inspected it myself. I put it up late last night. Not a half bad job. I think that'll stay in a storm. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. It's tucked in there. But now I don't have to worry about rain throughout the winter because I've accepted the fact of the matter that I might be in that pop-up trailer through this winter. Now that, boys and girls, will be some hard living. Let me tell you, hard living. But I think I'm up to the task. Apparently I've gotten comfortable with hardships. All right, but so the little pop-up trailer is a little bit but this is, I'm out of the rain right now. So much nicer. So I'm building some vanities. Once I get 2 of those done, I also need to bring in some of the flooring so I can figure out. I've decided I want that full 3-inch skirt to show on the floor right there. I think it's more professional. So I'm going to bring in today a couple of the tile out there, the French tile, so that I have dimension on that. Plus I'll add 1/10 of an inch for the shorts flooring. It's a little plastic laminate flooring that helps level and secure tiles, and I think it'll add a little bit of a vapor barrier through the floor. But to get into this would have been real hard. And I've decided I don't want to rush. My original plan was just to enclose that and then use that as a heater. And that's all well and good and fine, but those ceiling joists are tied into this ceiling joist, which is tied into that ceiling joist. That insulated wall is tied into this insulated wall. That electricity is tied into this electricity. Really, rather than trying to jam myself in here on a fly, it's just better for me to yield to the realities of I've missed my deadline. I've just got to yield to that. I've got to yield to the fact that I missed the deadline. And listen, my deadline was like August 14th. That was my deadline. I blew through that one. Wow! But it wasn't entirely my fault. I mentioned Home Depot stood me up for 45 days for all of the supplies I would have needed to build the foundation as well as the electrical system. And then at the end of it, they said I ordered from the wrong Home Depot. Their logistics system's terrible. 45 days lost that nonsense. And I should have just, the very first time they missed me, I should have just canceled the order. Went and did it. And so I got to play catch up on that. And then Mother Nature said, hey, let's give you 140-degree heat to deal with. And indeed, the roof was 140. Now, inside the Conex was like 120. Still too hard to work in, right? And I had insulated it temporarily just to work in here as much as I did. But the wind was not going to let me have a tarp on the roof. The wind and the rain came and took away my little tarp and my insulation. Some of that insulation's right there right now. So I'm just repurposing it from the outside to the inside. It did fine. It tore it in half and pulled it down. And I went, okay, Storm, you win. So setbacks, mild setbacks, and the August 14th was kind of super speculative because I bought the house and property, rather. I signed the contract for this property March about 14th, March 21st, I think. So I wanted to have a house built in, how many months is that? 5 months. A whole house built in 5 months. And I missed it. But listen, we all know a lot of you would be happy with I've got about 60% of a house here. I've got almost 100% of the supplies. Almost. I don't have water solved as far as the well goes. But let's look at my current water situation. Oh, Hank, I've already fed you. You heard me come out. Look at you, muddy thing. He is ridiculous. He'll follow me all over. So let's look at this. Let's look at this water situation here. So duct tape and magnets are holding up that, literally. And I got a pretty good run at it. And runs down, and then I can turn these manifolds to direct the water in different spots. Right now I have the stock tank off. I have the construction water on. And I went from 210 over 2 rains up to 275. That's pretty good. And this one's open. Still not catching a lot, but as soon as I top that off. So I'm getting enough water that I can start working on the, again, working again on the foundation. So the 2 foundations, and you'll see that in reality, though, those center supports, that one doesn't do anything anymore. I'm working on it, but those are just an illusion of support. The end posts are supporting the entire structure right now. So but it took me since I signed 5 months. I bought all the supplies, got everything in the middle of a crisis, a distribution crisis. It's still ongoing. I got the windows all in, cut in, watertight. I've got the door in, watertight. I've got the bathroom staged. I've got all of that insulation up. I've got supports for the poured roof right to there so far, and I'll finish that up. I got the second Conex, both of them raised to their final height. I just don't have a real pier and foundation. I gave you oats. I did. He's ridiculous. I've got the second one. This one will be my galley kitchen in the back, bonus room in the middle, my power solar, all my solar and all my power in the end, as well as a workshop. And then I've got something really cool. I'm going to wrap all of this in earth bags. So, I didn't grab my umbrella. It's still raining on everything. So, I'll wrap everything in earth bags. And I grew up in Michigan, where we had what was called Michigan basements, a little ledge that went down. And I've decided that when I build the foundation, I'm going to do the same thing. So, right here, between this span, I'll build a wooden post for support, and that will be a sub support. I'll pour walls here, and then this part will go down into a root cellar. Not that I'll need it for the storm, but I'll put my water tanks in there. So then I'll have a 375 gallon water tank down there. I'll have a full-size water heater. I'll heat with solar. I just need to make sure that's the tank that I have, 275. I just need to make sure I measure it so that when I dig out the bulkhead and put the stairs in for the bulkhead, that I'll have room to stick it through from outside to down, and when it wears out, somebody could put a new one in, right? So there'll be a bulkhead right here down in, and then I think I'll build a Michigan basement underneath the house, because the supports are here and here. Now eventually I will be running supports. I will be running supports down the middle of this, because I'm going to pour a ceiling, cast roof here, as well as I'll have a stairwell coming down, boop, 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 right here. This will be a great hall with a reciprocal roof. There'll be a catwalk hall, mezzanine, there to there to connect, and all of them will have finished balconies in the Santa Fe Mission style. I am not giving you any additional oats. You can follow me all you want. Are you lonely? Maybe he's just lonely, wants a scratch. You just want a scratch. You want your eyes rubbed. You little horse. You little horse. All right, I'm going to walk out and see if I can find out what the hogs have been up to lately. Oh, those rascals. They are rascals. I'm still considering what I'm going to do there. This little felt hat that I got at the Renaissance Festival, I put a little cowboy vibe on it. It's not bad, but it's warm. I'm telling you, it's the warmest cowboy hat I've ever had. So I'm digging this little cowboy hat, and I like that the rain will eventually build up and run off the front instead of it all in my eyes. All right, let me get on some boots. Let me get my camera underneath the umbrella and enjoying the rain. You know, after 110 days without appreciable rain, over 100 degrees, it's sad I didn't get a single bit of 70. It went from 82. The next day it was 39. I don't like the cold either. I like heat. I prefer heat, but I don't prefer over hundreds. They're hard to work at. And then the cold, just cold and wet on a pop-up trailer. I am definitely an unhappy person about that. Anyway, that's my weekend. Why didn't I get work done this weekend? Because I had to do laundry, 2 loads of laundry. 4 loads of laundry because I did my bedding, which took forever, as well as I ran a fence, a perimeter fence, just a simple cattle gate wire fence, so with just enough to keep the dog and the kid in. And now Grandpa feels safe, that my grandson is safe. And what else did I do? I did something else this weekend that had nothing to do with building. Can't remember. Anyway, when I do other things, I can't be working on a house now, can I? I did a little bit of work in here. I need to buy some additional lumber to do the other half of the vanity. The rain's not going to let me pull out my saws and cut my own wood. But all I need to do right now is get the vanities framed in so I can build the support pieces to get the roof going so I can add the insulation. And then once I get that done and I get all the walls in, then I'll bring in drywall and I'll start drywalling. That's an update in a nutshell. Ask me any questions. All of the things I said, I'm free to change, but I'll do most of them. I take advantage. Originally, let me go back to changing ideas. This kind of construction's ideal for people who like to change in flight. Originally, I had bought little decorative end pieces to be my sink, right? And I was going to have a pedestal sink floating. And Leah and I ran into this old ice box. And I'm telling you, I paid less for it than I would have if I would have gone to Home Depot and bought a cheap particle board vanity. And then I'll pour concrete, I'll get a stainless steel. I've looked at soldering up that zinc. I don't think I can. But I'll pour a stainless steel, what I think is ice bucket in there, and then pour a concrete top. This is a backsplash, and this is all laminated. I love this picture. It's on the back. Somebody numbered it and everything. So it's kind of got a cool little vibe. And there'll be, I think that medicine cabinet there maybe. And somewhere in here I've got some mirrors. Oh, yeah, they're there. But all of that in-flight change came about simply because all of my plans are not cast in stone. Look at, anytime I find something 60% off, you know I'm buying that. Anyway, I like that kind of flip visibility, and I've a couple of people have said, "Hey, where's your plans?" And right here. I do need to put pencil to paper. I meant to do it before I moved out here, but now I'm in a little camp up trailer, and trust me, drawing floor plans on a tiny little pop-up desk that's serving with your monitor and computer, I don't have enough room to draw. I'll get to it. As soon as I move in here, I'll draw everything, and I'll retroactively, and then I'll look brilliant because my plans will match exactly what I will have done. Anyway, I'm enjoying myself. Don't feel bad for me. For those of you who've said this is a sorry little thing, it is. It's a sad little thing. I'm digging it, and most of the time, when I don't dig it, I don't dig it when I got hurt. If I get hurt and I'm feeling down, when people leave me alone for like a week, I don't like not having people. I'm a people person, I think. Anyway, on that note, like, subscribe, follow me along. If I don't have you, I don't have anybody. Listen. Just my truck running. And old Hank, he gave up. Old Hank, where are you at? Old Hank. See, if I get hurt, he's not going to come rescue me. I'm going to be on my own. Hank, help out a brother. Help me out, brother. Old Hank, I got oats. Feed time. Did you see his eyes when I said feed time? Feed time. That's just mean. Now I got to give him something. You didn't rescue me, though. You abandoned me. Alrighty. Thank you, everybody. Bye.